Everything looked normal after the Los Angeles Clippers beat the Minnesota Timberwolves, until seconds later players from both teams suddenly started fighting over something so unexpected. The broadcast crew couldn't even believe it. And right in the middle of the chaos, Kawhi Leonard had the calmest reaction imaginable. The final buzzer had already sounded. Clippers players were celebrating a big win. Fans were getting ready to leave the arena. It felt like just another normal NBA ending. But then something strange started happening in midcourt. A small group of players suddenly gathered around the center circle. At first it looked harmless, just a couple players talking, maybe a little trash talk left over from the game. That's pretty normal in the NBA. But then someone grabbed the game ball. Another player immediately tried to take it back, and suddenly the energy changed. Wait, hold on. Why are players fighting over the ball? Within seconds, more players stepped in. Voices started getting louder. Bodies moved closer together. What looked like a normal post-game moment was quickly turning into something much more intense. Oh boy, this might actually turn into a situation. Right in the middle of it, you could see Naz Reid reaching for the ball. Another player stepped in front of him. Then suddenly, Jaden McDaniels appeared in the crowd of players. Now there was pushing, not punches, but definitely shoving. Teammates trying to pull people apart. Staff members rushing toward the group. For a few seconds, it honestly looked like this might explode into a real NBA fight. And the craziest part? Nobody watching the broadcast even knew what started it. The game was already over. The Clippers had already secured the win. So why were both teams suddenly arguing at midcourt? That's when the cameras finally caught something interesting. Players weren't arguing about a foul. They weren't arguing about trash talk. They were arguing about the game ball. Yes, the basketball. Now, if you're wondering why NBA players would get heated over a single basketball, the answer is actually pretty simple. That ball can mean something. Sometimes it represents a milestone. Sometimes it marks a memorable performance. Sometimes it's simply about pride. One team wants to keep it. The other team refuses to give it up. And when emotions are already high after a physical game, oh man, things can escalate fast, especially for Minnesota. The Timberwolves had been dealing with frustration, losses piling up, pressure building with every game. Meanwhile, the Clippers were riding the opposite wave, confidence rising. Positive energy after a big win, and when a frustrated team collides with a confident one, sparks can fly. And that's exactly what was happening at midcourt. Players pushing, hands reaching for the ball, voices getting louder. For a moment, it looked like the situation might completely spiral out of control. But while all this chaos was happening, one player was reacting in a completely different way. Kawhi Leonard. If you know Kawhi's personality, you probably already know what happened next. No yelling, no anger, no dramatic reaction. Just Kawhi standing there, quietly observing the chaos. Players were shoving each other. Staff members were trying to separate everyone. The arena was buzzing with confusion, and Kawhi looked over at the situation and casually said something that instantly became the funniest moment of the night. Hey, a fight. That was it. 2 words. No emotion, no excitement, just the most Kawhi Leonard reaction imaginable. While everyone else looked intense and heated, Kawhi reacted like someone casually pointing out something happening across the street. Hey, a fight. And almost instantly the clip started spreading everywhere. Fans laughing, social media replaying the moment again and again. Because only Kawhi Leonard could stand in the middle of chaos and react like he was watching something mildly interesting. Eventually, cooler heads stepped in. Coaches pulled players away. Staff members separated everyone. The pushing stopped and the tension slowly faded. The strange mid-court battle over the game ball was finally over. But the moment left everyone wondering the same thing. Was it really just about the ball? Or was it an entire game's worth of frustration finally boiling over? Either way, the most unforgettable moment of the night wasn't just the Clippers' win. It wasn't even the mid-court confrontation. It was Kawhi Leonard calmly watching the chaos and delivering the most Kawhi reaction possible. Hey, a fight.